So you would be on board with the bump stock?
Of course.
Bump stock,
Oh, I've voted
high capacity mags.
I've voted for most of those things before.
For a ban?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell them, because she does, support a semi-automatic firearm ban. Because I want to say something I shouldn't say.
I think semi-automatic rifle ban.
Okay.
Is more so what she would support.
So here's the real question. Yeah. Claire holds off on impeachment to get the moderates. What do we tell the moderates after we drop the impeachment hammer afterwards?
To get over it. It was a national security question. That information was confidential, and she did her duty by not revealing the information until afterwards.
And also get over it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Get over it. That president sucks. Let's move on.
Because of how he's a very liberal candidate, and kind of Claire distancing herself from the party is going to help her win more votes than it will. Saying oh, here's Obama, the former president of the United States, to now speak on my behalf, which is unfortunate because I love Obama to pieces, and I love to see him come here.
And they essentially have the same views on everything.
Yeah. People just can't know that.
Well, if we elect enough Democrats, we'll get some gun safety stuff done.
We have a disturbing new undercover video, very revealing. Veritas.
There was somebody who came in sort of posing as a senior volunteer and basically got these young people talking in that fashion.
Hey, this is James O'Keefe. We're outside the Bredesen campaign.
Would you like to see yourself on video?
In Missouri, incumbent Democrat Senator Claire Mcckaskill is vying to keep her seat in the typically Republican-leaning state.
I've got a large body of work that is bipartisan, that does accomplish things that matter for Missouri families. I'm one of the few senators left that's not afraid to call myself a moderate.
Yeah, I think it's like a tactic that's going to not make them too far left to try to get the moderate voters.
But we're still going to support abortion, right?
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Bump stock,
Oh, I've voted
high capacity mags.
I've voted for most of those things before.
For a ban?
Oh, yeah.
Great. It's like we have to lie to get elected.
Essentially.
Welcome to Claire McCaskill's Senate campaign headquarters. Project Veirtasaction version, of course. We take you to the Senate race in Missouri. Senator Claire Mcckaskill claims to be independent and bipartisan. But on an array of issues, particularly guns, she is anything but. Now, we caught Senator McCaskill behind closed doors talking to someone that she thought worked for her. And let me tell you something about Senator Claire Mcckaskill of Missouri. The things that you're about to hear her and her staffers say are not the types of things they would ever say publicly while on the campaign trail.
Well, if we elect enough Democrats, we'll get some gun safety stuff done. They won't let us vote on it. We've got 60 votes for a number of measures that would help with gun safety, but McConnell won't let them come to the floor.
Well, like bump stocks and ARs and high capacity mags.
All of that.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. The NRA will be all in for my opponent. So another good reason for everybody to suit up and work hard, because they are going to be all in for him. They'll spend millions of dollars on his race. They always spent millions of dollars against me. But if we have the kind of year I think we might have, I think we could actually be in a position that we could get votes on this stuff on the floor, and we'd get 60. McConnell knows it. He just doesn't want to put it on the floor because then it goes to the House, and then it's awkward because all those House members are total NRA folks.
So you would be on board with the bump stock?
Of course.
Bump stock,
Oh, I've voted
high capacity mags.
I've voted for most of those things before.
For a ban?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Our journalist got clarification from McCaskill campaign field organizer Carson Pope on what should be said to progressive voters.
It's like I'm telling you, there's something going on. Like, because I got the same argument from this guy. She doesn't support a ban on semi-automatic firearms. And I'm like, I'm right, right? She does.
Like, you heard her say that, like, in your conversation with her.
Right.
2 months ago, right? Yeah.
I can tell them, because she does support a semi-automatic firearm ban. Because Because I want to say something I shouldn't say.
I think semi-automatic rifle ban.
Okay.
Is more so what she would support.
Senator McCaskill knew she had a friendly audience. There is none of this kind of talk when she is out on the campaign trail. And on her website, there is not a single reference to her obviously strong position on such a key issue for Missouri voters. Her staffers explained why.
I wish you would talk a little bit more about guns, dude.
Yeah.
Because I asked her while she was here, and she told me she supports an AR ban, and bump stock ban, and a high-capacity magazine ban. But I don't ever hear her say it.
Because she has a bunch of Republican voters.
We don't want them to...
They're not going to look into her. They're just not.
Ed, there's a theme with these red state Democrats. They can't be completely transparent. We've seen it in Tennessee with our release last week. Why does Senator McCaskill feel the need not to be transparent about what she's actually going to do when she's elected in Missouri?
Well, with Claire McCaskill, Senator McCaskill's been in office so long, there's actually an interesting pattern. When a decade ago, she would go outstate in Missouri and say to farmers, hey, I'm for the Second Amendment, I'm for you guys. Then she'd come back in the city and she'd pander to the liberals in the city. What happened over time in a state like Missouri is our outstate guys and families started getting more conservative, and suddenly a lot of the collar counties that voted for Bill Clinton are voting for Trump. So now she's got to hide who she's for to a bigger set of people, and it really has gotten complicated. I think she's being smoked out now because people are seeing the difference. You can't get away from saying one thing in Sedalia and saying another thing in St. Louis.
But she doesn't openly go out and support groups like Moms Demand Action or just other groups that are related to that, because that could hurt her ability to get elected, because people see that and they're just well, I don't want to support her even though they stand for the same policies.
Right.
So she's worked out stuff with Moms Demand Action to make sure that she can support their goals without supporting the organization openly. And Moms Demand Action does the exact same thing. A lot of our volunteers are actually from there. She's really good about strategy and making sure that she has a goal and can get there.
That's right. Mills tells our journalist how Senator McCaskill cannot openly support anti-gun groups for fear of hurting her chances to get reelected. Others on the staff agreed.
I just know we need to start with the assault rifles and stuff, and then we can move on handguns. Once we get there, it's just they give us an inch, we take a million miles.
Yeah.
Because they would do the same to us.
That's very true.
So it's just fuck your Second Amendment. People are dying.
I know, I agree. I hope something changes after 2018 and 2020.
I was so happy when she said, oh yeah, I voted for those bans. We're going to do it. If we can get to the floor, we got 60. All we got to do is get it to the floor. Yeah. And I was like, that's cool. But then she had to go, and I didn't get a chance to say, hey, once we do that, we're going for handguns, right?
Yeah.
And, I didn't get a chance to ask her, but
yeah.
I think she's down for that.
I would say so, too.
Senator McCaskill is running for the Senate, but running away from the Democratic Party. If you go to her website, you might actually conclude that she is a Republican. The word Democrat is nowhere to be found.
Is Obama campaigning now?
Yeah. So Obama is campaigning for Democrats, yes, but Obama will not be coming to Missouri because of how polarizing a figure he is in Missouri. There's thoughts that Obama would do more harm here than he would do good for Claire.
I can tell you that Missouri has not just trended red, it's trended away from Obama's policies. A lot of people in St. Louis and Kansas City that are traditionally Democrat are not voting for Democrats because of Obama.
Why would she be ashamed of her support for Obama?
Well, the biggest reason is because Obama's policies on health care and on Second Amendment rights are so obvious to Missourians that she wants to try to hide from that. Look, it's a loser in Missouri.
Nick Starost explained to our journalist how Senator McCaskill needs to distance herself from President Obama to legitimize her appeal to moderate voters.
Yeah, because of how he's a very liberal candidate, and kind of Claire distancing herself from the party is going to help her win more votes than it will. Saying oh, here's Obama, the former president of the United States, to now speak on my behalf. Which is unfortunate because I love Obama to pieces, and I'd love to see him come here.
And they essentially have the same views on everything.
Yeah.
You know,
people just can't know that.